As well, 6 weeks after I was born. All that stuff and brought it to Costa Rica. There was a hurricane. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, I lived here for I think 8 years. Our big dogs attacked him. Touched a snake before. I'm gonna have to give him surgery. Traveling around Europe. Guys, welcome back all to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get to know me video. So I'm doing this video because I feel like the majority of you don't really know who I am. So yeah. Oh, Blackbird. She wanted to go. So I'm gonna start with, let's see, my age. So I feel like the majority of you do know my age because I'm quite public with that. Is that how you use that word? Would you use it in that sentence? Oh well, whatever. You guys know what I mean. So anyway, I'm 16. I don't look it, but I just come to terms with it. My name. Now, none of you know my name. I guess I haven't really used it in any of my videos, and it's not the name of my YouTube channel. So my name is Israela. It's pronounced Israela. Oh, which you could hear me saying. A lot of people pronounce my name Yisraela because it has a Y at the beginning, but it's silent. So it's pronounced Yisraella. Yeah, I'm not such a big fan of my name because it's kind of like after a country. Like, kind of, not that much. It sounds like Israel, which I don't have a problem with Israel. I just don't want to be named after a country. And yeah, we moved to Israel 6 weeks after I was born. And yeah, I guess that's where my parents got my name from. But yeah, I do like my name. I just don't want to be associated with a country, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I guess we could go on to where I'm from, kind of. Let's see, that was quite low on the list, but I guess I'll do it now. So I was born in England, in London, and then when I was 6 weeks old, I moved to Israel, and I lived there until I was 6 years old, although I did travel back and forth from England to Israel quite a lot up until I was 6. Then, when I was 6.5, we moved to England until I was basically 8, kind of. I was like 7 1/3. So yeah, that's when we lived in London, and that was like the funnest time of my life. It was so fun. Like, England's just where I want to live. It's just so fun. Whenever we're there, we just like do fun things every day, and yeah, I just love England. And they have really yummy food. Like, I know people don't think England has yummy food, and I'm not talking about the culture of food because, no offense to England, but like there's not really anything special except like what's it called again? How did I forget? Fish and chips. Yeah, but like I'm talking about the general food. Like, compared to where I live in Costa Rica, the food is really good. So in Costa Rica, all the food is not basic, but they have all the food every other country has. But I'm only allowed to eat organic, so they don't have much options for organic food. So yeah, like in England, they have really yummy cookies. Here we have to make our own. In England, they have cream and custard. They don't have that here. I mean, they have cream, but the milk in Costa Rica tastes weird. So yeah, basically just food in England's better. So I just have generally overall a much funner time in England. So anyway, then when I was 7 1/3, we came to Costa Rica for a holiday. My parents loved it here, so we just didn't go back. Like, we lived in England. We have our house. We go on holiday. It was only supposed to be for 2 weeks. We went there. My mom was like, oh, I want to live here now. So my dad flew back to England, packed up all our stuff and brought it to Costa Rica. Like, we were all going to go back to England, but there was a hurricane. And my mom didn't want to fly that day, so yeah, we didn't go on that flight. But so then a week or two later, my dad booked another flight just to go back on his own and pack everything up. Anyway, so we lived in Costa Rica. We traveled all around Costa Rica. Then when I was, I don't know, maybe a few weeks before my birthday, we moved to this place, community called Ecovilla. And yeah, it's just a community, and we lived there until I was 11. We moved out of Ecovilla, I think a week after my birthday, to where we live now, which is like, I don't want to say how far away it is because I don't want anyone really to know exactly where I live. So yeah, but basically it's kind of close. And yeah, my grandma still lives there. I don't know if I should say that. Well, you won't know what house my grandma lives in. So yeah, and we go back there a lot, and all my friends live there. And so yeah, I do miss living in Eckerville. The only thing is, like, they don't really have that many big houses there. So I guess where we live now is bigger, and in Eckerville there wasn't really many options to buy when we first lived there. There was only places to rent. And my mum had this dream ever since she was like 10 of having a farm. So we found this place, and it's a house with like 10 acres of land or more. So yeah, now we have a farm. I don't like the farm. No, it's just a load of hard work. And it's sad to say, but a lot of animals die because, yeah, it's just the, like, truth or whatever of farm life there. And it's not really shared within the internet or, like, the world. Like, I see a load of channels about farm life, but they don't really show the part of, like, where the animals die. Maybe they're just a lot more in Costa Rica, but I don't know, it's just, that's how it is. A lot of them die. So I'm not insensitive to death, but when an animal dies, I don't really cry as much because it's very sad, but I guess I've just come to terms with it. Although if some of my very close animals died, I would be bawling my eyes out. Like Blackberry, which won't die. She just won't, okay guys. She's a Pomeranian, so she's gonna live another 10 years. She's already 7 years old. She'll be 8 in a few months. So yeah, she's gonna live a long time. And yeah, she's gonna be healthy. She's gonna live. Anyway, let's get on to a lighter topic. But yeah, I do like having a farm. It is very nice because I do have loads of fun animals to play with and stuff, and horses to ride. Although I don't really ride the horses much. Yeah, I haven't even learned to ride horses. I took a few horse riding lessons before COVID hit, and then after that I didn't go back. So yeah, I do ride the horses though, sometimes. We ride them to the river and stuff, because we have a river like 5 minutes from our house, which is really cool. Well, no, not 5 minutes, maybe a 7-minute drive. It would be like a 15-minute walk. Anyway, so yeah, that's Costa Rica. Let's see. So I've lived here for I think 8 years. That's crazy. Wow. I don't really feel like this is my home though. Like when I think of home, I do think of England. So although I have lived here basically my whole life, I don't know, most of my memories are in England, because when we're in England we cram up a bunch of stuff. So we do a load of stuff in it. It's not really a short period of time, because whenever we go back to England we stay for 6 to 7 months. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I have lived in England longer than that year that we originally lived in, because every 1 or 2 years we go back to England for 6 months. So yeah, I guess technically I've lived there longer. But just, the longest I lived there once is a 1.5 years or something. Let's see. Next question. Siblings. So I have 2 sisters. They're both younger than me. They're both very annoying. Yeah, one of them, I think I'm allowed to say their names. One of them is Safa, the other one is Hazelbell. Safa is the middle. She's 14. She will be 15 in June. And my other sister is 12. She'll be 13 in December. So yeah, those are my sisters. Next question is, where I'm from. I already said where I'm from. How old Blackberry is? I already said that. She was born in July in 2017. Yeah. We originally got Blackberry for my parents' birthday in September, but then the dogs ended up being ours. Like, my parents bought 3 dogs, 3 Pomeranians, which I guess at the time, like, they were planning on buying 2, one for my dad, one for my mom. But then they were like, there was another dog at the place, and they were like, oh my god, she's so cute, and so they got that one too. So they got 3 dogs, Pomeranians in the end. So yeah, I guess they ended up being ours because we're the ones who spent time with them. And I've had Blackberry since I was 9. So yeah, she's basically been a big part of my life. So yeah, we only have 2 Pomeranians now because Toffee died. Our big dogs attacked him, and he caught a really bad illness and he died, which was like really, really sad because we had him a long time, and on the farm the dogs don't usually die. It's not like, it's more normally the chickens or the goats or, you know, rabbits, ducks, because those are the things that coyotes and foxes and snakes eat, and the vampire bats, the goats. Anyway, so yeah, Toffee was a shock because we didn't really expect him to die. Like, the dogs live in the house, they're like, you know, safe, but big dogs don't live in the house. We learned our lesson. The big dogs, we used to have 11 of them, but we got rid of a lot of them. We didn't kill them or anything. We just like gave them away to friends and stuff. Because when we bought them, we didn't realize how dangerous they were. They're a mixture of a Dogo Argentino and Great Dane. So when they stand up, they're like 6'1.5". They're huge. They give my friends nightmares, apparently. So yeah, they're really friendly to us, but they're not friendly to anything else. And they fight really badly. So yeah, we have them. We have to like have all the animals, not in cages, because like, obviously we'd never do that. They're like enclosed area, so like 1 acre is for chickens, an acre is for goats. The horses aren't actually on our land, they're on our neighbor's land because he has a load of land for a bunch of horses to like, you know, graze on the grass. So yeah, the dogs do not interact with any of the animals anymore, except Bone Grind. We only have 3 big dogs now, yeah, because there was way too much work, and we also had to buy like 5 packets of dog food a week. So yeah, next question, let's see. The farm. Well, I've already spoken about the farm. There's not really much else to speak about. Yeah, it's in Costa Rica, but I've already spoken about that. It's a tropical rainforest. There's like rivers and stuff. There's snakes, but they don't attack us. Like, I've been this close to a snake before. I've touched a snake before, like on our farm. That one of the helpers on the farm like caught a snake and I stroked it. It was surprisingly soft. Yeah, I didn't expect that. But yeah, I saw a lot of snakes back when I used to go around the farm to close up the chickens at night. In the end, I started seeing snakes every night, and they're like poisonous ones, so I don't close up the chickens anymore. The helpers on the farm do. Although I do have like these special boots, so the snakes can't bite you, but when I close up the chickens, I'm down low, and like, yeah, so I don't do that anymore. And yeah, what I want to be when I'm older. So for jobs, it changes not a lot, but like kind of. When I was 10, I decided I want to be an actress, and I wanted to be an actress up until a few months ago. I still want to be an actress. I don't know if it's going to happen so much anymore. I've never done acting classes or anything. I can act okay. Like, I can act, kind of. Like, I can cry on command. I can't really do it when people's watching, though. So yeah, I wanted to be an actress. I think I'm still going to pursue that dream when I'm older, but that's probably not going to be until my 30s. My main career that I want to do is to be a fashion designer. At first, I wanted to make a designer brand. Now I'm thinking otherwise, because the designer brand was going to be more like, I don't know, the clothes, you know, like really cool, exotic clothes. But that's not actually my style, that's more my mum's style. So, yeah, because not that my mum influenced it or anything, because she didn't even know about the brand. But whenever I thought of it, I always thought about the clothes my mum wears. So, yeah, like, you know, I don't know, leather boots that are really, like, high, or, I don't know, whatever, black clothes. I don't really wear those kind of clothes. And I guess the brand wouldn't have to be those kind of clothes, but the name, which I'm not going to share because I don't want it to be taken by anyone else. Yeah, those kind of clothes suited. So I will do that further in the future. Not right now though, because that's not the clothes I'm into right now. I have this other brand idea, which I'm not going to share any of it because it's like, I have an amazing name for it, and I'm going to start designing all the clothes for it and everything, this year, when my dad gets my iPad, because I was supposed to get an iPad for my 16th birthday, but we were traveling around Europe, so we didn't have time to go pick one up. So yeah, my dad gonna go fly to America soon to get me an iPad. And then going to start designing clothes. And yeah, so that's what I want to do, and that's going to be my main job. I think I'll probably still be doing YouTube, probably, because I really enjoy making YouTube videos. It's really fun, and yeah, I really like making people happy. Because when I went live, someone said that like my videos make me like not really happy, but like they really enjoy watching my videos. I'm like, oh my god, it's so sweet. Like I made someone happy, and like I don't know, that was just really sweet. So I think I want to continue my YouTube channel when I'm older. The next question is, let's see, my favorite food. I actually have it in my profile thing on my YouTube account, like my favorite food. But I love boba. I love it. My favorite boba is the ordinary tapioca pearls, and I love chocolate boba, like the milk, like not the boba pearls of chocolate, like the milk in it, that's chocolate. Matcha boba, chocolate matcha boba, chocolate boba, matcha boba, and yeah, that's kind of the only ones I get. I have tried like the caramel ones and stuff, but my sisters always get those. I only ever get matcha and chocolate, which is, I should probably broaden my horizon of boba, if that makes sense. Oh no, I have also tried jasmine boba, which was really good, and there was another one I tried. No, I think that's it. Okay, well, whatever. I just love boba. I love pizza. I wouldn't say that's my favorite food, but it's a great like sleepover food and a great snack. I really do love pizza. My sister, Hazel, doesn't like pizza, which is really surprising. She only likes the crust. She will eat it. She just doesn't enjoy it so much. She loves burgers though. I don't like burgers. I also don't like meat or fish or eggs or milk that much. Okay, that doesn't. So basically, I like milk, but I don't like the Costa Rican milk that much. I like British milk. I do still drink it. I don't drink it on its own, but I do have it in like milkshakes and stuff, and I don't mind the taste of it if it's like combined with something else. I'm not such a big fan of meat. I'll eat it, but I don't eat a lot of it because I just don't like it. I'm not such a big fan of fish. I love smoked salmon though, and I will eat fish, but I don't necessarily enjoy it that much. Unless it's like in a really flavorful meal. Oh, I don't like tinned fish. I like chicken, but I don't want to eat it that much. And I eat cheese, but I don't really eat it that much. But I do eat all these foods, you know, like, basically daily, because like that's what my dad makes, but I mostly eat the side dishes of it. So like when we have steak, I'll eat half my steak, give it half the black bear, and then I'll eat like the mashed potatoes with it, or I don't know, whatever's with it, like the stir-fry vegetables. Oh, I love ramen. That's another one of my favorites. I eat ramen like 3 times a week or something. It's healthy though, because I make it myself with like soy sauce, cocoa amino acids. Oh, eggs. I don't eat eggs that much. I went on a full egg ban for years, because the chickens sat on some eggs and they were rotten and just... No, I'm joking. They were just really disgusting and smelled really horrible, so it put me off eggs for years. Now I do eat eggs occasionally. I mostly eat them in ramen. I'll just crack an egg into the ramen and it'll cook while boiling it. So yeah, I eat a load of ramen, and I love sushi. I love sushi. Basically, I like any Asian food. I just think they have the best food out of everyone. It's just, I love noodles and ramen and sushi and boba and mochi, and yeah, that's kind of all the Asian food I've tried more Asian food, but that's like what I can think of. Like there's obviously like random dishes I've had at restaurants that, like, I don't know, dumplings or soup or something that I don't really remember the names of. But yeah, what else? I need to figure out how to turn this iPad like so it just doesn't turn off, because it's kind of annoying. The countries I want to go to the most. So I want to go to Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, Italy, and Greece. Greece. So those are the countries I want to go to. And then for states, I want to go to Hawaii, New York, and yeah. I think that's kind of it. There must be other countries. Like, there's other countries I want to go to, obviously, but those are, like, the countries I want to go to the most. Yeah, okay. That was quick. Oh, Switzerland. I really want to go to Switzerland and go skiing. I actually wanted to live in Switzerland up until a few years ago. But then one of my friends went to live there for a bit and he said it was boring, so it kind of put me off it. I'm still going to go visit, but I just don't think I'm going to live in Switzerland. I actually wrote a book about a girl who went to Switzerland and stuff when I was like 12. I only wrote a few, like 50, 60 pages, so it wasn't really a full book. It was, from my 12-year-old perspective, it was quite interesting. It was about a girl and a ghost, and like, yeah. It was more complex than that, but like, that's just, I can't really remember most of it. My favorite hobbies. So obviously my main one is making YouTube videos. I also love baking. I actually made boba and it was quite good, but I had to make the balls really, really tiny because the straws I have are very small, like ordinary straws. So yeah, it wasn't the same as proper boba. Although I did try making bigger ones, like normal size ones, and they were really chewy. So yeah, baking, making YouTube videos, sewing. I used to sew all the time when I was younger and make like my dolls and Barbies clothes. But then I stopped when I was around 13. I stopped sewing. Yeah. What else? Oh, I used to crochet a lot up until I was around like 14. Yeah, I crocheted all the time. What other hobbies did I have? Oh, I love reading. When I was like 9, no, up until like a year ago, I used to read for hours and hours a day. I used to read a book in a day. Yeah, I read 500 books, so it's kind of a lot. I sadly stopped reading. I read like once a week now. I do want to get back to it. I just don't have much time, because when I was younger, I loved reading by the time I was, like, I don't know, when I was like 8, I started loving reading. I did obviously read books when I was 7, because, you know, people read books then, but it wasn't proper books, it was like very thin books. Because yeah, my dad taught me to read at 6 years old. I could read basic books by 7, like really, really thin books, you know, like those very, very thin books. Then by the time I was 8, I read all the Roald Dahl books. Then when I was 9, my dad bought me a Kindle, and then yeah, once I got a Kindle, I just read and read and read and read. Probably because I didn't have any other screens. I didn't have a phone till a year ago when I was 15. So yeah, I obviously played with toys a lot. I played with toys until I was 13 and a half. So yeah, I was really babyish. Let's see. Oh, am I done with hobbies? Oh, yeah, well, I don't know if I'm kind of done with hobbies, because there's more hobbies. Like, I don't know, like, I deal with all the chickens, but that's not really a hobby. Like, I mean, when the chickens are ill or something and I have to give them surgery, but that's not really a hobby, is it? I don't give proper surgery. It's not like opening them up and putting them to sleep. Although I have opened it up when one of them had, what's it called? I can't remember what, but he had like something on his foot, and I like open it up and like take out pus, and yeah, I didn't have any anesthetic, so he did pass out, and you can't give chickens anesthetic if you're not like vet. And we would take the chicken to the vet, but in Costa Rica they don't take chickens. They say it's not worth it, and they say just kill the chicken, which I'm obviously never going to do. So I have to deal with all the chickens, and yeah, I guess I've become very good at it. But I don't think it's a hobby. It's not like I enjoy dealing with chickens that are dying. So it's not really a hobby. It's just something that I do because I don't want the chickens to die, and I really love chickens. So yeah. I don't know, this has gotten dark very fast. I think that's more or less most of my hobbies. Oh, I also love doing like makeup and stuff, and you know, like practicing makeup. I don't do it so much anymore, but I love making my sisters look like clowns. I love shopping, but that's not really a hobby, but I do love shopping. Yeah, I guess I draw sometimes. That's kind of it. Let's see. Favorite color. My favorite color is very basic. It's just pink. My favorite shade of pink is pastel pink. Yeah. I also like pastel blue and turquoise. And yeah. My star sign. I'm a Pisces. I was born February 24th, 2009. So I'm a Pisces, and I don't know if my Pisces is my rising sun or my rising moon, because I'm half Pisces, half Aquarius. Whichever one is the main one that people say, like, oh, I'm a Pisces, or I'm a Leo, or I'm a Sagittarius. Whichever one is the main one, I'm a Pisces. And then the other half of the other thing is what I am, Aquarius. Yeah, my mom's an astrologist, so like not as a job, that's like a hobby. But yeah, so I should know more, but I'm not so into it. Like, I don't believe in it that much. Like, I do, but I don't. Yeah, I just haven't really thought about it. And then why I live in Costa Rica. I think I've already covered that. Oh wait, no, I haven't really. My mom lives in Costa Rica. She doesn't really like Europe that much. She says it's too cold and too, like, yeah, she just doesn't want to live in England or Europe. I don't know why. Also, because when COVID hit, we already lived in Costa Rica before COVID hit, but once COVID hit, my parents were really glad we lived here because they were like, it's a safe country or whatever. And I guess it is safe. Everyone talks about all this quarantine and stuff they had to do, and like, yeah, I don't know. We didn't have to do that here. We didn't have to quarantine. We did have to wear masks. They weren't strict about it though. Barely anyone got ill. Barely anyone died. And yeah, well, it didn't really affect us. There wasn't any shortage of anything, and everyone could still do everything and go to restaurants and go out to whatever. So yeah, it didn't really affect me. It did, kind of, because I was like, oh, I wanted to go back to normal, and then slowly went back to normal. I didn't even notice, and I forgot to be grateful for it. Like, oh, wow, I'm so grateful that I don't have to wear a mask anymore, and people aren't paranoid about the virus. So yeah, I guess I should be more grateful for it, because I do forget about that. But I definitely didn't have it as bad as the rest of the world, which I'm really grateful for. So yeah, that is all my questions. So yeah, I guess this is goodbye. And if you guys have any other questions, then put them in the below comments, or you can really ask any questions in any of my shorts or videos, because I will see them, and I guess I could just add them to my next get to know me video. So yeah, I guess that's it. Bye guys. I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and yeah, just bye.